Hey, what's going on, my people? How we doing? How we living? YouTube audience out there. Hope y'all is doing well. Um, and if you're here, then you know what we do here. If you're not new here, okay. I like to discuss certain videos, certain trending topics, and controversial themes and topics that are essentially viral, or not even that, just things I think are interesting and want to discuss. So yeah, that's basically the tagline of the channel here. But yeah, it's your boy Moose. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, all that. Okay, got to do the housekeeping maintenance. All right, but some interesting developments have come out uh, recently within the last 24 hours from this trial that's just begun uh, with one of our main figures here from the whole COVID debacle, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Okay. And it seems like for me, on my channel, I haven't had this channel very long, but I did have another YouTube channel that I had to essentially just abandon because I was getting a lot of community strikes and guideline violations because I was someone who was out there talking about the COVID vaccine and talking about the fraud of the government and the election fraud. So look, my channel was just not going anywhere. But I did have a lot of momentum at the time. But unfortunately, I had to silence that. I've had this channel for a couple years, trying to do my thing, but it ain't easy. But I will say that what I like to focus on, like I mentioned, controversial topics, trending, conspiracies, anything that kind of just really fancies me, my interest and intellect. It's what I like to research and present to you guys. But this thing, is mainstream. Everyone knows about it. But I feel like I've been doing this video for like every year since I've had a YouTube channel. Talking about Fauci and his fraud and with the whole COVID and how the whole thing, the whole debacle was just a mess. Okay. If you remember, I remember them talking about escaping from some kind of, they're talking about a wet market in China, but then come to find out it actually came out from a goddamn research lab and it was done purposefully. Okay. And I don't know if you guys remember also, but the WHO, the World Health Organization, okay, what they're talking about, they're limiting people as far as the COVID. It was a mess. And now it seems like, oh, what happened to that? COVID doesn't even exist anymore. Like, do we even do vaccines for COVID anymore? Or is it just like one of them things that, oh, if you just happen to get it, we'll just take care of you when you come in? Like, there used to be so much, urgency about the talk of it. Now it's like it's a little blimp. It's a little blimp in history. You talk about COVID, people are like, oh yeah, I remember that little thing that happened. It's like, yo, that changed so many lives. Fauci lied, people died. Okay. We need to understand that because these people don't care about you in power. People that you had all the celebrities there and everyone was backing Fauci and it was like he became like this huge celebrity out of the whole pandemic. It was really bizarre, really bizarre. And then at the time, if you knew that that guy was he had messed up lots of times, and he for some reason he keeps messing up and he keeps getting a higher position, which is crazy. Uh, so yeah, you f up and then you get promoted. That's just seems to be in the government. But anyway, besides that, Fauci, he was involved with some kind of uh, gain of function HIV debacle prior to COVID. So this guy has always kind of had some, always kind of been a little dirty, kind of had some dirt on his hands. But yeah, like I said, the trial started yesterday for Fauci, and essentially about the handling of how COVID was and um, the handling essentially and the over concern of what it was essentially. But yeah, so y'all gonna see. Let me just get right to the video so you guys can see how this man is moving in 2026 because It's a damn shame. It really is. And if nobody puts his feet to the fire, kind of like how these people are in the trial, then he's gonna get away scot free. Everyone else who was complicit and compliant in the government is gonna get away scot free. So this has overreaching tentacles that we have to explore. We have to look into it. So let's go.
Breaking news. Dr. Anthony Fauci, former longtime director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases from 1984 until 2022, they call him the gay slayer because he made AIDS to slay gays, invoked the Fifth Amendment over 80 times as the sole witness subpoenaed by Rand Paul in a congressional hearing focused on Fauci's role in the COVID-19 pandemic response and related controversies, including origins of the virus, lab leak versus natural origin, funding of research, including gain-of-function work in Wuhan via EcoHealth Alliance and related entities, accuracy of Fauci's prior congressional testimony, policy decisions and public statements on masks, distancing, lockdown, school closures, vaccines, and treatments like hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, and natural immunity. The contents of Fauci's personal diary, over 1,100 pages from late 2019 to 2022, released by Paul, covering Fauci's contemporaneous thoughts on the origin of the virus, the Trump administration, and his own public profile, and a January 2025 preemptive pardon from President Joe Biden's auto pen covering potential offenses tied to his NIH/White House roles from 2014 onward. After his opening statement, Fauci invoked the Fifth Amendment, the right against self-incrimination, in response to essentially every question posed after his opening statement.
Were you ever made aware of gain-of-function research on monkeypox being conducted at the National Biodefense Analysis and Countermeasure Center and back at Fort Detrick?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Dr. Fauci, did the CIA ever transfer funds to NIH under an interagency agreement?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
I would want to know, to what extent were you involved in sabotaging hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, and did you do that because you knew the only way you could get emergency use authorization for these drugs, these experimental gene therapy, was if there was no effective treatment, you couldn't get the emergency use authorization. So is that why you helped sabotage these cheap generic drugs in favor of remdesivir, which, by the way, are you aware of the fact that nurses called it "run, death is near"?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
Fifth Amendment of the Constitution. What does the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution say?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
No, I'm just asking you what it says.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Just gotta pause it here, because you know how infuriating that probably would have been to be in that trial room, to hear this older gentleman, talk about, I can't answer. I plead the fifth to every single question. It's like, God, man. And you sold this country up the goddamn river. Israel owns America now, guys. Thanks in part to this guy. It all kind of coalesces.
Constitution.
Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my...
All told, the roughly 3-hour hearing ended with no substantive answers from Fauci. Paul warned of contempt of Congress and scheduled a committee contempt vote for the following week. I'm sure the Republicans will follow through on their threat and hold Anthony Fauci, the gay slayer, AIDS purveyor, responsible for what he did to the American people. But they won't. And I'm not going to explain this, but this is all a show. When Benny Johnson is telling you to celebrate Trey Gowdy, Josh Hawley, dunking on Fauci like it's some kind of win, like something just happened at all, and you step back and think about it, you will notice that Anthony Fauci remains retroactively pardoned for all activities back to 2014, remains free, and remains at liberty to come to your house and take your beagle and shove hybridized tsetse swamp flies up its ass because, damn it, man, science. We've all been had. That's it. That's the news. Not 85th Amendment sidesteps. Not some lawyer getting booted for being performative. Not Republican senators and their Angel Reese me-bounds. It's that all the rest of us got with, and the people we elected to back are not only not doing anything about it, shit, they're not only even just helping fuck us, they're helping fuck us for, of all things, money. And they're laughing at us while they're doing it. And it fucking pisses me off. That's it for today.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Let me just give a shout out to the creator. His name is Nem721 on BitChute. You can follow him there. Make sure you watch and subscribe. And make sure you watch and subscribe to my videos as well. Because we getting juicy, man. We getting juicy. Trying to work on some other things for this channel. Kind of trying to find the vibe. Because I really want to be successful in 2027. Really want to, put all my feet to the fire and put everything into the fire and just go forward as hard as I can with this YouTube. But it can only be done because of the viewers and the people who watch and subscribe. So if you have watched and subscribed, or if you watch any of my videos, I appreciate it. I know I'm a work in progress with this. I do need to invest some more, but in due time. So again, appreciate you guys, your time. We're going to definitely discuss about this. Probably have another video lined up for this particular topic around sometime next year. Because like I said, this is an annual video we're going to do on Fauci probably till the day he dies or till I die first, most likely. Because, shoot, with the pull that man's got, dang, I'm sure he got a lot. I'm sure his health is top of the line. I'm sure he got money in the bank. That dude's good. Government said, you go out there, you lie on behalf of us, we got you. We got you. My man's pardon. He living it up. But yeah, that's going to be it for the news today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's your boy Moose. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.